a shumo, a shumo, a shumo, a shumo, a shumer, 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 murmur, murr, shumer, murmur, murr, a shumer, murmur, shumer, murmur, 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 murr, murr, a shumer, murmur, murr, shumer, murmur, murr. A shumer, murmur, shumer, murmur, 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 murr, murr, murr.
Alrighty, what's going on? Happy morning, Moo. Good morning to Moo, Moo, and Moo. It's time to help Moo power Moo your work week. Morning Moo Monday Motivational Madness. Meow, meow, meow. Happy Monday to you. And to some of my cool peeps from the other side of the world, it's actually Tuesday. It is Monday, January 19th, 2026. How are you cool peeps doing? I'm doing good, actually. Enjoyed the weekend, blah, 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 yakety smaggety, blah, 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 yakety smaggety, with the intentions on not working too hard. You guys have your coffees, your teas, your toast and cheese. You have all the cool snacks you need/want for the morning, or some donuts or some donut holes. What type of snacks are you guys going to be munching on this fine morning or afternoon or evening? Once again, we have a lot of cool peeps gathered around before the rising sun, having a good time for a set amount of time. Thank you so much for coming in. Hi, everybody. High five. Bam. Welcome to a Shoo Moo Moo Moo. This is Ice Cream Sandwiches Part 2, because the last video I did, I had so many questions, so I told my cool peeps in the replay squad that I will be back this Monday, which is today, to talk about ice cream sandwiches. I have my little notebook with me documenting, from which I documented questions that I had regarding the ice cream sandwich. Last week I wrote them down so I can pick up from there today. And you do what I can with the set amount of time I have for this. So I typed in, to make the cake part of an ice cream sandwich look and taste like graham crackers. I wanted to know what they did, because to me, ice cream sandwiches, they look like chocolate graham crackers, just thicker. And they have the ice cream sandwich between the two. So I wanted to know, how did the makers make the ice cream on the ice cream sandwich look like graham crackers? So now that I had that question off of my notes from my binder, it says, according to AI Overview, it says, to make the cake part of an ice cream sandwich look and taste like graham crackers, manufacturers and home bakers typically use one or two methods: using actual graham crackers or creating a soft cookie that mimics the flavor and texture. Here is how they achieve the look and texture. Hi, Michael Beebs! I know. Get in that kitchen and make those dang on pancakes. On it! I think he's starting to learn. Here is how they achieve the look and texture. Using actual graham crackers, soft break graham cookies, creating the structure. Step number 1 in how to make the cake part of an ice cream sandwich look and taste like graham crackers. Using actual graham crackers. In many homemade or specialty recipes, real graham crackers are used as the top and bottom layers. Softened vanilla or chocolate ice cream is spread directly into the crackers, then frozen to create a firm, crunchy, and authentic s'mores-like sandwich. I mean, if I were to make my own ice cream sandwich, honestly, without looking online first, my go-to would be some honey made honey made graham crackers, and then just sandwich like they said, sandwich the ice cream in between there. Bullet point number 2 in reference to making the cake part of an ice cream sandwich. Soft baked graham cookies. This might be where my answer lies. For a softer, more cake-like texture that won't crack when bitten. Exactly. A dough is made using graham cracker crumbs, flour, butter, brown sugar, and honey. This dough is baked until firm, still slightly chewy. Y'all, this sounds like the perfect combination for cookies. Ginger snaps is as if, to me in my mind, we're making the structure for ginger snaps. So I want to read this again for my personal edification, because this really seems like something I would want to get into the kitchen and make. And all these ingredients, my cool peeps, can be found at the dollar store. Soft baked graham cookies. For a softer, more cake-like texture that won't crack when bitten, a dough is made using graham cracker crumbs, flour, butter, brown sugar, and honey. This dough is baked until firm but still slightly chewy. Yo, I am digging that so much. I'm really happy. I'm so really happy about this information that I'm just gathering. And we've only been in for just a few moments in time. I have to put my notebook down really quickly so I can reach for something to drink. When I'm ready to proceed to the next topic at hand, I'll just have to bring it back out. I have some chilled water today. Hopefully that'll be enough to soothe my voice. I was talking before this video was made, so I thought, that would have been enough. I thought I did enough talking before the recording to knock out all the cobwebs and stuff. But guys, it's really early, so it happens. Maybe it has something to do with age. Who knows? So I have here creating the structure. I mean, how much more structure could you want or need? We're going to find that out right now. Perforations, texture, preventing crumbling are the two key bullet points we'll be talking about in reference to how to make the cake part of an ice cream sandwich look and taste like graham crackers. Excuse me. Welcome in, my cool peeps. High five, bam, to Morning Moo Monday Motivational Madness. Meow, meow, meow. Helping moo power your work week. We have creating the structure, preparation/texture. The dough is pressed into a mold or scored before baking to create the signature dotted lines and rectangular shape of graham crackers. Color! Ba-doom-doom. The mixture of brown sugar and honey provides the characteristic golden brown toasted color. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for Cows in the Chat. After Cows in the Chat is done and everybody got hyped up dropping cows in the chats and all the cool things in there, we'll get back to the wonderful information on finding out how the graham cracker is actually made for the ice cream sandwich. I am here for it. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here on planet Earth. This is the one and only true melting pot. Planet Earth, welcome all, da-da-da-da, to the morning moo. It is time for the cows in the chat song. Mew, mew, mew. So how it goes is, you can put cow emojis in the chat, animal emojis in the chat, or your favorite emojis in general in the chat, while I sing a little song like this. Harmonica, please. Thank you. Woo. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat, moo. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat, moo. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat, moo. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat. It is time to put cows in the chat. Why? Because I like cows. Isn't it obvious? It's raining cows. Meow, 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 meow. It's raining cows. Oh my goodness, it's raining cows. You guys, cows are cool, and plus I work with them. They're one of my favorite animals. I work with them every day, Monday and Tuesday. After this live stream and after I eat my breakfast, you already know that, shouts out to Big Frida, that I go to private property on an undisclosed location and talk with the cows on those select days. Why? Because we have meetings and I work with them and for them, spreading the message about how wonderful cows are, aka bovines. Moo moo moo, moo moo, moo moo moo, bovines. While I have you guys here, you already know that I ask for a wacko's wish every time on Morning Moo. I address the NASA people, the science people, and the government people, because I know they're watching because this is the coolest show on the planet. They'll probably never let me know that they're watching, but I know you're watching, so hey, thank you so much. While you're here, you know what the two items are on my wacko's wish. NASA science people, since you guys are in your Dexter's laboratory, making all these crazy experiments and all this stuff allegedly. And allegedly GMO peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Psych. Moving forward, can you please go in your laboratory and whip us up a strawberry cow, and we need a unicorn as a peace offering. You can be like, yeah, we're sorry. We made a few mistakes along the way working in our science lab, testing out things, trying to do other things, and we accidentally released some creepy things out here like bugs with too many legs. I honestly think the bugs with too many legs are an accident, but now it's kind of gotten out of control. So as an apology, can you please go and be like, let's release in the vault, because I know y'all have it somewhere allegedly, release unto us the unicorn. We even have the Unicorn Protection Committee. We've got ninja suits and karate suits. You can pick whichever suit you feel comfortable in, and my crew over here, once again, the Unicorn Protection Committee, we promise to defend the unicorns at all costs, because we know in Harry Potter, well, even though he got slain, Lord Voldemort, or aka the name who must not be mentioned, he got slain in Magic Land. Magic never dies, allegedly. So I think Voldemort is not passed away. He's just lurking in the bowers somewhere, if that's the word. It's going to be a word today. Thank you for dropping those comments down there with the cows and stuff, guys. So, you know how beautiful that will be? Another peace offering. NASA people, thank you so much, because I know y'all watching me somewhere in space with y'all fancy, smancy, high-powered internet while I'm down here struggle streaming. Thank you for helping your girl out, giving me a few views. Milk and cookies wouldn't hit the same if we didn't have cows, and you know what? There wouldn't be no Burger King. Meow, meow, meow. Drop those flame broil burgers in the chat. You know, cookouts wouldn't be the same, y'all. What's those other things they call when you go into a game? Mosh pit? No, that's at a concert. skydive is a skydive. It's what y'all do with y'all party in the parking lot. Tailgates would not be the same if we didn't have cows. So let's drop some flame broiled cows in there, fire emoji, cow emojis in there. Thank you guys so much for participating in Cows in the Chat segment. And I will never stopping to ask you science people to give us a unicorn and a strawberry cow on my wacko's wish. Cows in the chat. Meow, meow, meow. Hey.
All right, we are back. Thank you so much for participating in there. Even the replay squad can put cows in the chats by way of putting them in the comments section. So thank you in advance for that. And the cow said hi. We've got a reference to making the soft, wonderful texture of an ice cream sandwich. We are under the creating the structure portion of it. So where we left off is preventing crumbling. This is it, guys. When making them at home, it is often recommended to freeze the graham crackers before assembling to prevent them from breaking during the sandwich process. Now, that's all it said. I wish it said more. I was hoping and expecting more. Yeah, I was expecting more information about the prevention of the graham crackers crumbling. I thought they'd show more information. I gotta go check on those dang on pancakes. Okay, thank you. As if he's gonna give me any, but the fact of the matter is he's back in the kitchen doing one of his jobs he was hired for, and that's to have breakfast ready for me and my staff after we finish with these videos. There we go. Key tip: allowing the completed ice cream sandwich to sit for a few minutes before eating allows the cracker to soften slightly, giving them the perfect texture. And indeed, my cool peeps, it is the perfect texture. So before I go into the deeper dive, I am going to stay current with my notes. So please stand by. We have current notes. I need to write this down here. How did the make the cake on the ice cream sandwich. Cream sandwich. Look like graham crackers. Question number 1 is answered. There's something in there that I'm curious about. I want to know more, so thankfully we do have the option for a deeper dive. So once again, in closing, for this first portion, Key tip: allowing the completed ice cream sandwich to sit for a few minutes before eating allows the crackers to soften slightly, giving them the perfect texture. Deeper dive. I want to know more. It seems like there's more to know about this fun feat. In industrial manufacturing, the quote cake, end quote, or wafer of a standard ice cream sandwich is designed to mimic the appearance of an ice cream cracker through specific baking techniques and ingredient choices. While some home recipe and specialized products use the actual graham crackers as the base, standard commercial wafers achieve their look and texture via several key methods. Speaking of textures, I'm going to pull up my cereal because graham crackers are fun to eat and munch on, and now I want to munch and eat. I have Fruit Loop cereal today. As usual, what's new Scooby-Doo? What's new LA? So, actual and specialized products use actual graham crackers as the base. Standard commercial wafers achieve their look and texture via several key moments. Are commercial wafers different from graham crackers? Ooh, that is a good question. Are commercial wafers different from graham crackers? Graham crackers is spelled Grahn. So that's the next question I want to know, and I'm quite sure I'll have other questions within finding out these wonderful answers about graham crackers. Number one, steam release docking holes. So once again, graham crackers as the base, standard commercial wafers achieve their look and texture via several key moments. Stem release, quote, docking holes. The most recognizable feature of a graham cracker / the grid of small holes is functionally replicated in ice cream sandwich wafers. Purpose: the holes, known as docking, allow steam to escape during the high heat baking process. That makes sense, because if it didn't, maybe it'll blow up or it'd be puffy. A puffy ice cream sandwich. Is there such thing as a puffy ice cream sandwich? Boy, I'm not trying to drag this thing out, but the questions that I have regarding an ice cream sandwich, y'all, it's just crazy. Is there a such thing as a puffy ice cream sandwich? So I have that written down. Is there such thing as a puffy ice cream sandwich? That's my third thing. So I wrote it down, and I'll get to it depending on how much time we have. So it says here, once again, the holes, known as docking, allow steam to escape during the high heat baking process. Result: this prevents the dough from puffing up. Right, exactly. It sounds like he's about to say eclair. Eclair donut. Y'all, is an eclair donut a donut, or is an eclair just an eclair? Eclair donut. Eclair. Exactly. exit stage. Get off the stage. Once again, the purpose. These holes, known as docking, allow steam to escape during the high heat baking process. The results: this prevents the dough from puffing up, ensuring the wafer remains perfectly flat. Perfectly flat and thin like a cracker, rather than becoming spongy like a traditional cake. So that is really cool. So flat and thin like a cracker rather than becoming spongy like a traditional cake. A cake, is there such thing as a cake ice cream sandwich? Specialized ingredients for color and texture. Manufacturers use specific ingredients to achieve the signature dark brown color, soft and yet firm bite. It's gotta be chocolate. In the last video with this, I was talking about, I think they use graham crackers, put it in some type of paste form, and use cocoa powder. So I'm going to read this to see if my guessing was close. Coloring. Ingredients like caramel color and cocoa powder are added to the dough to give it a uniform cracker-like appearance. Check. Softness. Unlike a standard crunchy graham cracker, these wafers include invert sugar or modified cornstarch, which helps keeps the base soft and biteable even when frozen. You guys, what is invert sugar? I need to look that up. What is invert sugar? What is INV? What is invert sugar? Invert sugar, guys, is a liquid sweetener made by breaking down regular sugar, sucrose, into basic components, glucose and fructose, through a process called hydrolysis, resulting in a sweetener syrup that retains moisture, prevents crystallization, and adds shine to foods like candies, baked goods, and sauces. Wow. It's essentially a syrup of free glucose and fructose, often appearing as a thick, sweet paste or liquid. This reminds me of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the modern day one with, dang, what's the name of that man? Not Jack Black, but the guy who played in Johnny Depp. The description of this reminds me of the remake of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp, because I know there's another Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Is it a Netflix original or is it Amazon Prime original? Where I believe they go back in time to zero in more on Willy Wonka during his teens and the beginning of his tenureship, the early stages of running and owning the candy factory in the first place. I haven't gotten around to see it yet, but I think I do have it stored on my watch list for later. You guys, this seems like something more to watch during the springtime for myself, honestly. This might be something I want to watch for the springtime. Next, the invert sugar is essentially a syrup of free glucose and fructose, often appearing as a thick, sweet paste or liquid, used by bakers for its superior texture, moisture, and color enhancement. Going back to the story at hand, specialized ingredients for texture and color. The specialized ingredients for texture and color for this amazing, joyous graham cracker are as follows. Step 2. Manufacturers use specific ingredients to achieve the signature dark brown color and soft yet firm bite. I like how they keep it discreet by saying specific. Softness. Unlike a standard crunchy graham cracker, these wafers include invert sugar or modified cornstarch, which keeps the base soft, biteable, even when frozen. Even when frozen. So it's like sugar glue. Pretty much, it's like a sugar glue. Just enough to keep it pliable, but just enough to keep it pliable together, but not too firm and biteable. So in my mind, invert sugar is basically a baker's or a cook's glue. It's their food glue to have things fused together. That is really cool. Molding extrusion. Molding extrusion. EXTRU. So maybe that's extrusion. EXTRUSION. Molding and extrusion. Industrial machines use square molds or large sheets of dough. Play dough, 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 dough. Industrial machines use square molds or large sheets of dough that are precisely cut into rectangles to mimic the standardized shape of a graham cracker sheet. The underside of the wafer is often textured to help it grip the ice cream more effectively. I get it. The one is sliding off and coming apart already before it even gets to packaging. Number 4, controlled baking. Wafers are baked in large industrial ovens at specific temperatures. Here we go with the specific. What is it, 350, 375? Not a day over 40. Wafers are baked in the large industrial ovens at specific temperatures to ensure they remain firm but not crispy. This allows them to absorb a small amount of moisture from the ice cream over time. Wait a second. Wafers are baked in the large industrial ovens at specific temperatures to ensure they remain firm but not crispy. This allows them to absorb a small amount of moisture from the ice cream over time, which softens them into familiar cake-like textures while maintaining the visual appearance of a rigid cracker. Got it. Oh, that's it. You guys, I was anticipating more information. It's like I was just reading a good story. I didn't even glaze through it really quickly to see if there was going to be more to read. I just dove right in and started reading, just knowing there was going to be at least another 2 or 3 more paragraphs, but that's it. I wanted to read more about this texture process of making the ice cream sandwich, but it is over now. Oh, it is over now. Why? Happy Monday to you guys. Hope you guys are having a really cool day. I want you to have a good day if you're just getting ready to get started. Some of you may have the day off. After all, I'm not sure if Martin Luther King Day is still considered unfortunately a holiday that's honored or observed or not. Not sure if they broke it down for it to be up to every state or whatever or county to do with it what they seem fit. But nonetheless, on my digital calendar, it still acknowledges as today as Martin Luther King Day. Moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching videos over the weekend. It may be something to get adjusted to because I'm usually live streaming constantly. But right now, I'm taking a seat back. Excuse me, not by choice, but by natural design of things. And I've just been doing pre-uploads. And guys, it's really nice because it gives me a chance to take a break too. I have been releasing videos, but I have not been turning on the notifications. So I've been busy actively working. I just didn't want all the notifications to go out. So when you go to the channel or whatever, to my channel to see what I'm up to, you'll see I've been up to quite a lot. Or I should show up sporadically in your timelines. I know YouTube, it seems like 7 years ago, YouTube started messing with the notifications. And that has nothing to do with the class of YouTuber you are. Around that time, I believe I was watching Sloan a lot. Not the psychic, but Sloan, Let's Get Into It. And I really enjoy listening to him, but it was funny listening to him fuss also about the notifications. He's like, guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm a big content creator, and I'm like not trying to be funny or messy or anything like that. This is how he talks. I like it. He's like, but I've been getting so many emails and inboxes of you guys saying that you haven't been getting the notifications. And when I'm in here, I see tons and tons of comments, guys, saying like, oh, I didn't get the notifications. I didn't know you were on. I missed your live. Why didn't you tell me? So this was like 6 or 7 years ago where I noticed another YouTube involuntary mass change where people weren't getting their notifications. Y'all, when I get notifications for some of the YouTubers I have on, my notifications come like 24 hours later. It'll say something like, so-and-so was live 24 hours ago. I'm like, why didn't you tell me in the midst of them being live? So I don't let it stress me out. So, it's a hit or miss type of situation when it comes to notifications, because I can send them out all day and some days it's on and some days it's off. But I chose right now, apart from sending out notifications for the scheduled ones, like the ones that are Monday through Friday, when I do additional videos, my cool peeps, when I remember, I'm not even going to have notifications on. They'll just show up in your timeline. If they don't, they don't. But the ever-changing shenanigans of YouTube. But I am here, and I'm going to continue moving forward because I'm having a really fun time making videos behind the scene. And it's also giving me a break from having to always just be on every day, on live. So I really enjoy that as well. I want to thank all my cool peeps for coming in today. Having a good time for a set amount of time on Morning Moo Monday Motivational Madness, helping move, and move power, move your work week. My weekend, once again, was really peaceful, and I enjoyed it a lot. Did a lot of work. So just pop in if you're interested to see what all I've been getting into. Having a good time. I didn't put on notifications for many of the videos I did or shorts. Thank you so much for watching the videos in the background. Shouts out to the replay squad. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. You guys continue having a good day. Be safe out there. Good morning, good evening, good day, good night. And what are you planning to eat for lunch today? I actually am thinking of breakfast for lunch. I like breakfast for lunch. I like breakfast for dinner. Alright, I see you guys next video. And I know my place. Get in the kitchen and go make those dang on pancakes. I know y'all want to see my glorious sideburns. I just got lined up. I went to the barbershop a couple days ago on my time off. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Goodness, every single day I have to deal with them. They're supposed to be... I'm not going to complain today. He's actually in the kitchen making dang on pancakes. Although I know I'm not going to have any. See y'all later.
A shumo, a shumo, a shumo, a shumo, a shumo, 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 murmur, murr, shumo, murmur, murr, a shumo, murmur, shumo, murmur, 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 murr, murr, a shumo, murmur, murr. Shoo-ma-moo-moo, moo. A shoo-ma-moo-moo, shoo-ma-moo-moo-moo-moo-moo-moo-moo, moo. 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 Moo.